Thanks for stopping by the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feel so nice.
I said there's no need to talk to him about my husband being present because he was very disrespectful.
Well, you did the right thing.
For our last conversation.
You did the right thing.
I think we all got disrespectful.
I didn't get disrespectful to anybody. You got disrespectful.
I was disrespectful.
Y'all two was disrespectful. How about y'all two have this conversation? I don't need to be here.
How about you just sit down, please?
I can't stand Marsau or Martell, honestly. Why in the world did Tisha need to stay for that conversation? She wanted to get up and leave, and he made her stay. Like, he made her stay. He didn't ask her, well, you know, babe, I would really love if you just sit here for a moment. Can you just wait? He made her stay. Like, made her. And she did because he made her. Ugh.
That's the typical Marsau, the narcissist. Yeah.
Not a narcissist calling somebody a narcissist. And I guess after he's heard so many people calling him that over and over again, he decided to look it up. But a typical narcissist always wants to point out the flaws in other people. So yeah, he definitely can spot a narcissist because he is one.
The controller. For me, I feel like Tisha, she doesn't have a say-so in their relationship. You know, you shouldn't force her to sit here. You shouldn't force her to be in a conversation amongst men if she don't want to be.
Oh my God. Listen, guys, I'm reacting to this as I'm listening to this clip for the first time. So the fact that this nigga said the same thing I said is wow. But yeah, it's what I said, so he didn't lie about that. It's hard to believe that. Like, did I just say Martell and not lie in the same phrase? But yeah, it's the truth.
When you and Des was together, you know, it wasn't more of me coming to apologize. And really, I thought Marsau was going to be there too, though. Because I do want to have that conversation in terms of, like, what got us to that point. Like, Marsau, I asked you that day, like, what is it? Like, what's the problem with me? But then you reverted back to something that took place years ago about the 20 women, something I already apologized for and all that kind of stuff. So
I'm going to say, because I'm sitting here watching this, and Tisha was made to sit in on the conversation. Marsau made her stay. Marsau sitting there with some sunglasses on, and it's dark outside, mind you, okay, as they're talking, so to speak. And he's sitting there sipping his drink, not looking at Martell, keeping his sunglasses on. And Letitia sitting there primping up her makeup, looking in her phone, I guess, as a selfie to check it as a mirror. Like, girl, leave. Like, you have a mind of your own, I'm assuming. And you're sitting there and you're doing your makeup to try to ignore him as if you're not paying him any attention. Is weird to me. You might as well have just gotten up and left and like, no, babe, I'm not sitting here. I'm out of here. What was he going to do? But who knows what Marsau was going to do. So I'm not even going to, yeah.
In general, what you're saying is, and I want to make sure I'm clear so you can see my eyes. In general, what I'm saying is that
you see them goddamn eyes.
All right. What your thing is, it's kind of like, oh, I can't speak on Maurice and Marsau. And the message that's being received is that Martell has something on me and Maurice that he's holding. Like, either say it, say what you gotta say, get it out there, or Stop doing that. I don't think that you realize the gravity of your words. These things actually affect our marriage.
I think it only affects your marriage if you wanted to.
No.
If you would have stopped some of the things that, when I was going through my stuff or whatever, Tisha and Melody going at it, but...
Why did me and Melody go at it?
I don't know.
Because you was feeding her stuff on my husband.
Like what?
Tisha,
Whatever it was.
No, I'm saying like what? I don't understand.
Go
Like
back.
what?
Okay. I'm gonna chill.
A lot of
What? See, and this is the thing that I'm saying. Why would Marsau want her to sit there and stay if he didn't want her to speak? Because when she spoke and interjected, he's pretty much telling her to shut up. Now, he didn't say those words, but he didn't want her to say anything. Because whole bag, Martell, he brings Tisha up and references her, so she should have the right to speak to defend herself, right? And Marsau's telling her to be quiet. Don't say anything. Well, why in the hell should she sit there if she can't say anything? What was the point of her staying?
times Tisha hears things about Marsau, she probably already know. She just don't want you to know. Because then the more people know, the more she might have to do something about it. Almost how Melody had to do, That's why.
Now, see, I'm going to agree and disagree with him. What he said at first, I do agree with him when it comes to her choosing to be ambivalent to the rumors about her husband, Marsau, and the suspicions that she may have herself, to choose to stay in the dark. That old saying, no news is good news, or, what you don't know won't hurt you, and let them cheat in peace. I'm just kidding about that one. But yeah, I do agree with him when it comes to that. But for him to try to throw Melody in it to make it, seem like, oh, well, once Melody had more people talking about what I was doing and doing her dirty, then she didn't really have a choice but to do something about it. But if it was not as many people talking about it, then she probably would still be with me. Get the heck up out of here, because he loves to try to do stuff like that to make it seem like other people are the cause for the demise of his relationship, are the cause for Melody choosing to say enough is enough, I've had it, and I'm done with you. But I do agree with him when it comes to Tisha, because yeah, she has been asked the question more than a few times. If you actually got proof that Marsau was unfaithful, what would you do? And she's the one that's saying, then I would leave him because that is a deal breaker in my marriage. She's the one that said that. No one has come to her to say, listen, if you find out that your husband's been cheating, you need to leave him. And then she's like, okay, well, I guess I don't have a choice. No, she's the one that put that ultimatum out there. So, yeah, choosing to be ambivalent to protect and defend her marriage is probably what she, is doing. And so I would agree with him on that. But I disagree with him wholeheartedly when it comes to the Melody thing. But already know how he does with that.
I try to keep whatever Marsau and I done in the past with women and places we've gone, things we've done, people we shared. Him after me, though, of course.
Gross. Disgusting. And see, like I said, it goes back to the chick that they had the three-way with, and I use that term the way I meant it, but this three-way I'm talking about, Ariane, him, and that chick that says that she was messing around with Marsau while he was married. I said then that, yeah, he definitely was getting his hits in that too. And so for him to sit there and say women that they've shared, I was right.
Try to keep it back there somewhere. And he, like a fool, wants to keep pushing my buttons, and because I think that he wants it out there. He wants Tisha to go through things and to make a decision. I think he don't want to be married anymore.
Oh my God. I don't disagree with Martell when he said that Marsau does not want to be married anymore. I mean, shoot, we could take it back to what season was that when he went to Africa by himself? I could dive deeper, but I won't.
I feel that you should, I've said it before, tread lightly. You know that Martell, we've done. It just makes me feel that you don't care about your marriage.
No, Martell, we don't care about your words. So, feel free.
For what?
Because you think that you have something that can damage my marriage.
Oh, no, I don't care if it damages your marriage or not.
Please try.
It ain't even about trying.
I'm begging you.
I'll beg you time and time again
my thing is
to
that
hush.
I'm not going to hush. I'm not going to tread lightly.
You just let me know.
Right.
You letting everybody know how
Right.
slow your wife is,
There we
bro.
go. There we go.
You letting everybody know how slow she is, and you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed.
He's trying to...
You should be embarrassed.
I know what he's trying
You
to
are
do.
horrible for even putting your wife in this situation,
I know what he's trying
bro.
to do.
He's calling Tisha slow, and Marsau's sitting right there. Just yucky. That's just so gross. I'm offended for her. I'm not in that relationship. But to have someone sit there and insult your wife and you don't get up in his face, maybe you don't lay hands on him. Maybe you do, but you're just sitting there like it's nothing. Honestly, like you kind of agree with it, to be honest with you.
I'm
No,
not.
hey, Tisha, it's so sad that you even accepting him talking like this, Tisha.
I know.
This is so sad.
He ain't saying nothing.
He doesn't understand what inseparable is.
Oh, it's okay.
Sad.
I'll definitely say that.
He said my wife was slow.
He wish he had one like me.
Every man wish he had one like you, Tisha. A man can do whatever they want to, and a woman would accept that. Men,
Wow. Listen, well, hey, a lot of men, I'm not going to say every man, but continuously insulting her to her face, he sits there and takes it. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why Marsau does not want to really get a divorce. I mean, he's got a good thing, if that is the truth. Why, you know what I mean? Why mess up a good thing? You have a woman that you can control. You have a woman that you can step out on when you feel like it, and she ain't going nowhere. And it's like, I don't think Martell's lying about that. And with that situation, not with every man, but he is he's hitting them in some places that it's revealing a lot. Especially with Marsau sitting there with no socks on, just acting like he's coddling his wife as if he's protecting her. But in actuality, he really isn't, because he made her stay. She wanted to leave and he made her stay. That alone was not protecting her, because if a woman is leaving a situation because she feels uncomfortable, and you tell her no, she should sit there and stay, then you're already not protecting her. Even though you may not have known 100% what was going to go down after the fact, you did not protect her by making her stay there when she did not want to.
That's the Marsau there. Hey, T, it's okay.
I'm about to go use the restroom, though. You can.
Yeah. Hey, bravo. Hey, that's great to have a good wife like that. But I've been telling you just to chill out. Don't say nothing I won't say.
How'd that work out for you? You sound pathetic.
No, you make your wife look pathetic.
You make your wife look...
No, I don't have one. Bro, it's okay. You know how Tisha just I'm gonna go too. It's okay.
You can storm off, but guess what?
I'm not gonna storm off.
Guess what?
But look, it's okay.
I'm simply better than you. Understand that.
Bro,
in every aspect of your life.
Just because you got a wife that accept anything and all that kind of stuff, though.
In every aspect of your life.
Okay, bro.
Guess what?
Enjoy. It's okay.
The actual proof that Martell may feel inferior to me is the fact that he continues to try to compare himself to me. Martell once considered himself on top of the world. And since he failed, in his eyes, he looks up at me and wants to bring me down. And I think that comparison is what fuels a lot of his anger. To say, hey, I know I failed, but he should fall too.
even though Marsau didn't lie, and I'm not on Martell's side in any aspect of the imagination, I do believe that Martell is feeling some type of way because he knows that Marsau is just as dirty, if maybe not more. I wouldn't even say more, but maybe in terms of the numbers, because we all know that, you know, Martell, piece of shit, has been, you know, having Charmin stuck to him for all of these years. And that's like the one person that we know of, even though there have been other people, we do believe that. It's possible that Marsau may have been with way more. And so Martell kind of feels like, well, hell, if I'm going through all of this, he deserves to be in a similar space that I'm in too. Why does he get to keep his wife? Why does he get to continue doing the businesses that he was doing? That should have been me. And so, yeah, Martell is feeling some type of way. But like I said, Marsau saying that he's better than Martell in every aspect of his life is not a flex. And in actuality, I would never be Martell, but I can understand how he feels when it comes to him feeling like he's feeling about Marsau. And Marsau, he always does all of these long soliloquies and these analogies, like everything. And it's just like, it don't take that much to say that he's miserable and misery likes company. Because he's miserable, he wants me to be where he is too. All of this, these analogies and all of that other stuff, is like, it's so not necessary. It's so not needed. We get it. And actually, Martell might be right. But Marsau just happens to be with a woman who is saying she needs receipts that she could read, view, listen to, watch, taste, smell, like everything with her senses that she should be able to do with those receipts to make it be true. She ain't going nowhere, and that's fine. Like I said, I don't believe that there's been anyone really that put the pressure on her to say, listen, if you find out that Marsau's been unfaithful, you need to leave your husband. The questions were just asked, and she was the one that said that's a deal breaker in her relationship. That's a deal breaker in her marriage. When there are some women that have been out there that said cheating is not a deal breaker for me. It just depends on the situation. But I'm not going to just leave my family and leave my husband off of the strength of, you know, a situation that was a bad decision that, you know, isn't continuing to occur. So again, she's the one that put that pressure on her. I don't know of anyone else that put that pressure on her. You can let me know if anyone else did. You know, Kiki, God rest her spirit. You know, I don't believe that she was trying to destroy their relationship and their marriage, but I believe that she was trying to hold them accountable and also to let them know, like, look, don't blame other people for things that you already know have been possibly going on, and try to say that other people are out here trying to ruin your marriage or destroy your relationship, because he's the one that's not respecting the vows that he made before God and you however many years ago. So stop it. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments about this, because again, like I said, I'm not on Hotel's side at all. I'm not on Marsau's side either. But I do agree with some of the things that he said about Marsau. But Marsau making his wife sit there to listen to that, be insulted over and over again, and then she had to pretty much say, can I go to the restroom? I promise you I'm not leaving, but I gotta pee. She didn't say those words, but I mean, she might as well have just said that, because she was like, I'm not leaving, but you know, I need to go to the ladies' room. It's like, girl, you didn't want to sit there for that. You shouldn't have had to stay, and you should have just got up and left. But hey, what do I know? You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.